Yo, what's up guys, it's Zach. Just a really quick vid, or a couple of vids, to show you guys the new destroyers that's coming into the game, which is the Mamba for the GURISTAS. So it's in between the Worm and the Gila. There's been a bit of a spot there for an opening, and man, this thing looks really cool. So this is just a Corax with a GURISTAS skin on, but it's pretty much as close as it's going to be to the real thing, right? So we'll just go over the bonuses real quick. You can see it's pretty much cut and paste from the Worm and the Gila too. So tank bonus 4%, and that's per level as well. So don't forget to train your destroyer level up to max to get the most out of this ship. And Gladiator destroyer bonus 10% to kinetic and thermal. And the roll bonus, which is probably the big one, which is 300% bonus to light combat drone damage and hit points. Now, the hit points, I think, with the Federation Hobgoblin or something, goes up to like 2.6k or something. So it's literally like a little frigate by itself. And because you can only launch 2 of the drones, like the Alpha Strike that comes out of these 2, much like the Gila and obviously the Worm as well, because that uses the lights, you can just burst through like anti-reps and all that type of thing, which makes it really good. And it's actually got tons of missile launchers as well. So skill requirements, guys, it's not a Tech 2 ship, it's a pirate one obviously, so there's no like crazy skills to train, and I'm pretty sure that Alphas can use this as well, up to like whatever limit they can fly those skills at. So yeah, pretty nice all around. Got some decent fittings on this as well. Got 6 launcher hard points, a decent amount of like power and everything, so we can get some like really nice fits on you. So I've got a couple ready to go just to show you guys. All right, so just as I was looking at like the ship itself, its slots and everything, I decided just to make a few quick fits. I'm not sure how good they're going to be like in the meta eventually or whatnot, but this is the sort of thing I was like theory crafting last night. So we've got a brawly version right here, which is your rockets, your afterburner, your scram, and just a big tank. I prefer to do that rather than the web, although I think a web version would be really good. So we'll just load it up with Scourges there, because we'll get the bonus. So all in, 462.1 DPS, and that's with a couple of Hobgoblins. And if we just take a quick look at these, you can see like that massive tank bonus. So 300, 540, and 1.2. Here on the structure, so they're really tanky, right? And obviously you can just pick whatever drones you need, but yeah, I just love this. The tank on this is absolutely nuts as well, just under 18k. And with the shield slaves, I can't remember the proper name off the top of my head, forgive us guys, or like some hydras or something, this ship would absolutely slap. And I think like any frigate, it's obviously just going to destroy, because that's pretty much its role in the game as a destroyer, right? So pretty nice. The other fit, which I looked at, was a more kitey fit. So more of a traditional like anti-rep with the missiles. Just chuck some fury in there. So 32k range, it's not too bad, just above overheated point range. We did go a little bit pimpy, because I think these ships are going to be expensive anyway, because they're all pirate ships, and for the actual power they've got, like putting a pimp point on, I think is probably going to be worth it, depending. I mean, if these are going to be sitting at like 200, 250 mil, then obviously if your budget doesn't allow that, a T2 is pretty fine. But you do get some extra cap out of using the Caldari Navy, and it's like way cheaper on the CPU as well, so it just fits. So yeah, this one's pretty good. A couple of like core processor and the 2 ANSI. So it is 3 fitting mods, which is usually like the limit of which I go, as a general rule of thumb. Yeah, you can work around as you see fit. Like even a single ANSI would be good with like a overheated Federation Navy web or something, just as a like a screener to protect you from stuff coming in. But I think that's still pretty good as well. And man, the drone bay as well, I just looked there, it's actually got 50 M3, so you can keep a fair few like drones in it. So if you're thinking about defanging one of these things, you might want to think twice. It's sort of like the Gila in that respect, where you generally just go for the hull itself rather than the drones, because they take like just so long to chew through. Yeah, that's one there. So the only thing is, obviously, because it's a destroyer, it's a little bit slower. So with your general like quad lift, it's like just under 1600, and then 2.2 heated. So that's not like bad, but it's not great at the same time. So we did come up with a nano version of that. So you will need a 2% CPU implant. It's the usual fit there, but we just switched out the tank mod for the processor overclocking, and we chucked the nano in there. So we'd basically just replace that for the core processor. So that gives her 1746 cold and 2452 heated. I think that's I'd be a little bit more comfortable than that. Obviously we're going to lose a little bit of tank on that as well, but I think that's totally fine for a little bit of extra speed and agility. So yeah, that's the 3 fits. And in the next vid, we'll take a look at the Minmator Desi as well, because that looks really insane for like fit and style and stuff. I'm trying to put a 50mm on it, but it's not quite working. I'll stick the vid up soon, guys. But yeah, just thought I'd give you a quick look and hopefully share your fits in the comments if you've done any theory crafting yourself. And I'll see you guys next time.